Let us go to the tail of the tape for this quarterfinal contest in the Bellator Bantamweight World Grand Prix.
As simple as it gets, you got to look at those records. 18-2 for Magomedov, 18-5-2 for Enrique Barzola. Both of these guys, two of the best bantamweights in the world.
Patchy Mix sitting cage side. He will face the winner in the semifinals after he defeated former Bellator Bantamweight champion Kyoji Horiguchi.
You ready to fight? You ready to fight?
Magomedov, Enrique Barzola. For Barzola, 11 of his last 12 fights have gone to the judges. Magomedov, well, he has recorded 7 wins in the first round. Calf kick by Magomedov to initiate the first strike of the fight as Barzola feinting, applying the jab. Might be trying to bait Magomedov in, dropping his hands momentarily like that.
Barzola knows this is a 5-round fight, but he wants to push the pace in each of the rounds. He talked about putting pressure on Magomedov, but you got to be careful with that pressure.
Yeah, as Magomedov used the right hand to set up the shot. Well defended by Barzola. Barzola investing to the body early. Oh, spinning back fist by Magomedov.
See, and that's part of what people think. Everyone, you know, when they look at a Dagestani fighter, they think of Khabib Nurmagomedov. Grappling. A lot of these guys come from a Taekwondo background. A lot of them have a lot of spinning attacks, and Magomedov is one of them. He loves the stand-up. He is very good with his spinning attacks.
He's recorded 4 knockouts, the last though coming in May of 2015, but putting on a show here with his flashy offense. And there again, connects and exits. Quick strike by Magomedov. There's a jab by Barzola, doesn't follow up with the right.
Barzola really showing him very little respect, pushing the pace, coming after him, closing the distance on him, not worried about getting into the wrestling exchange.
Barzola representing American Kickboxing Academy. Magomedov representing Dagestan Fighter Club. And there's Magomedov looking for, well, released the grip early as Barzola got.
Barzola gets the takedown. That was a beautiful entry by Barzola. We'll see how he does at controlling Magomedov on the ground. Is he able to maintain that control, or does Magomedov turn the tables on him, which is what he's trying to do right now?
Just past the midway point of the first round, scheduled for 5. All Grand Prix fights scheduled for 5 rounds. We will endeavor to hear from interim bantamweight champion Rafion Stotts. He is, of course, joined us at the fight desk, and Magomedov with a quick takeoff and takedown, but just as quick, Barzola bounces back to his feet.
He bounces back to his feet, but he did not break the hands, and that's his problem. With Magomedov having his hands clasped together, he's able to return him to the mat. You see Barzola trying to separate those hands.
Keep pressing, bro. Keep pressing, keep pressing.
You can hear Barzola talking to him. Keep pushing, keep pressure.
Barzola resets. Knee attempt by Magomedov, caught by Barzola, and then Barzola catches Magomedov with a right, and then a right knee. Minute and a half.
Nice.
Amazing left hook by Barzola. As expected. High level, high octane MMA. Jumping knee by Magomedov. Quick plumbing knee from Barzola. So we're seeing all kinds of wrinkles in the striking department, John.
Seeing a lot of things. That left hand definitely got the attention of Magomedov.
Magomedov looking to go over top with the right. Under a minute left in the opening round. There's a left that buckled the knees of Barzola. Barzola with the right uppercut, and then goes for the takedown. Seats Magomedov.
A lot of pressure being put on right now by Enrique Barzola.
As the back, looking to put the hooks in.
That was nice. Magomed many times will use a roll through where he'll come out in the top position here. Barzola still has his hands clasped, but he needs to make sure that Magomed doesn't come out in the top, which he came close to doing.
12 of Magomedov's 18 wins have come inside the distance. Half of Barzola's 18 wins have come via knockout or submission. Looking for the right uppercut again from mid-range as Magomedov feints. But a great opening round of this quarterfinal matchup as Barzola was looking to land that spinning kick. The real deal, unified featherweight champ Amanda Serrano, fresh off the greatest female boxing fight in history against Katie Taylor, will defend her title August 6th, Showtime pay-per-view. As we resume with round 2 of this quarterfinal matchup in the Bellator Bantamweight World Grand Prix.
That was a really nice left-hand counter by Magomedov off of that jump fly knee by Barzola.
The kick caught. Magomedov looking to secure the takedown. Well defended by Barzola.
Very interesting to see all of these defensive moves by Barzola. This is a guy never wrestled in his life. He's taken on a guy that can really wrestle, and he is just holding his ground and actually at times being the guy that's engaging in that and getting the takedown.
That's incredible how many takedowns he's been able to achieve. A minute left, or minute elapsed here in a second, excuse me. It may feel like it with the bantamweight sometimes, they're so fast. We want as much of this stuff as we can get. High quality stuff with so much on the line. Nice counter right hand over the top by Magomedov. Pawing away with the jab. Needs to get away from the fence.
You're seeing Barzola at times dropping his hands down, and when he does, Magomed's being able to touch him. He needs to be sure of keeping that defense up high.
Barzola has Magomedov's back. There's a right hand from the back, and Magomedov very calm, not panicking. Although, wow, takedown by Barzola. That's the third takedown by Barzola on Magomedov.
This early in the fight, it surprises me.
I was going to say, I wondered about that. He's now 4 for 4, John.
Yeah, he's looking fantastic. I thought that come the third round, he would start looking for those takedowns. No, from the very beginning, he has gone after him, and he has been very effective.
Now it's what you do with the takedown once it's achieved, correct, sir?
Exactly. Right now, he's doing nothing but holding. Now, he's got position, a good position. We'll see if he can maintain that back. This is merely control right now. You get nothing for a great position. It's what you do with the position.
And now Magomedov looking to improve his position, attacking Barzola's neck, wanting to defend the takedown attempt. And yet Barzola persistent, and although now tight squeeze, no, lets it go. Scrambles by Magomedov off the fence.
But all of this is making Magomedov work. Look at you. They're looking for that anaconda.
Hey, it goes back to my days in pride with Milton Vieira from Brazilian top team.
Guy that freaking
Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, baby.
Let go of it. But he is really pushing the pace, making Magomedov work.
Oh, spinning back kick right to the liver by Magomedov. Looks for the takedown, defended though by Barzola. Here he scores a beautiful kick and then goes for the takedown, and now is in a...
Back to the anaconda, but Magomedov comes up on top.
Barzola's 4 submission wins have all been via rear naked choke. Threatening with the anaconda here in this fight. Under a minute and a half left as there. Magomedov switching stances. Double jab by Barzola, but it's Magomedov lands the right, but then Barzola nails him with the left.
It's not, look at, even though it's tapping, that nice little jab that Barzola is doing is good.
Back fist by Magomedov makes contact.
Magomedov looking for the counters off of that jab.
Under a minute left in the second. There's a lead left hook lands for Magomedov to the face. Oh, Barzola looking for the uppercut, countered by Magomedov. Beautiful double left hook to the liver upstairs in the right hand by Barzola. Come on, John. Good stuff here, as expected.
Those are the kind when they land, it's like you're looking through a kaleidoscope. All these funny colors are there.
And why Bellator's bantamweight division, one of the best divisions in the sport. And there, leaping right hook by Magomedov connects with half a minute left in the second round. We've been joined by interim bantamweight champion Rafion Stotts throughout the night at the front desk. Beautiful left hook. And there's a spinning back kick that lands. Beautiful work from Magomedov. And we've talked about the fact that Barzola has never been stopped. Neither has Magomedov, for that matter. Losses to Rafion Stotts, and while he holds a winner of Purity on, was beaten in the rematch. But boy, here in round 3, what do you look for in this round as this fight begins to heat up?
I look for Magomedov to do exactly what he was finishing up with at the end of that round. He landed 2 beautiful left hooks.
Oh, and it
hurt Barzola.
Barzola's looking for that choke again. And Barzola.
Nice job of riding to the back by Barzola.
Positional control by Barzola, but Magomedov looking to break the grip. And turns around now facing Barzola. Barzola determined to get the takedown. He's 5 for 5 in the takedown department. Magomedov 0 for 2, and again, takedown, but
that's not a takedown.
Is that a takedown?
That's a little positional change.
I like the
you hit your knees and then you come right back up. A little positional change, but not a takedown yet, but it's coming. He's got his hands clasped. It's just a matter of getting that body position right.
You'll have to take it up with the statistical department.
They gave it.
They gave it.
Yeah,
maybe the takedown attempt. And now Barzola with a couple of right hands to Magomedov. Counter right by Magomedov lands. Barzola has a slight advantage in terms of total strikes landed, the majority of which have been punches. But man, we have seen high-level striking and, of course, some ostentatious displays of striking just like that. That left hand.
Simple jab.
Buckling Barzola's knee, and another jab, popping Barzola's head back like the proverbial best dispenser. So Magomedov with a little pop in his left.
He's finding the range. The distance is something that he's starting to feel more comfortable with. Look at who's going forward. Look who's starting to retreat a little bit.
And yeah, Barzola's body language is trying to reset, trying to find a way to, well, attacks the lower extremities with the calf kick. Strike stats again, John, close.
Very, very close.
Although Magomedov with 50% of his strikes landing.
Meaning he's being a little more accurate.
And there he was, accurate, the right in the jumping knee. Barzola with the clinch, but it's Magomedov who shoulder strike on the exit. And the talking begins. I have a feeling something will be lost in translation. And a steady diet of right uppercuts to the jaw, the beard of Magomedov.
Beautiful dirty boxing by Barzola, right inside there. Grabs the back of the head.
Sharp strikes from Magomedov. Barzola looks for the takedown, defended by Magomedov. As we come upon the final 90 seconds of the third round, one of 2 quarterfinal bouts in the $1 million Bellator Bantamweight World Grand Prix taking place here tonight at Bellator 282. The winner will face number 2 ranked Patchy Mix, who is cage side in the semifinals. Barzola finding a home for the right uppercut, John.
Boy, he's finding a home for that dirty boxing, grabbing the back, single collar tie. Bringing that right hand as a jackhammer.
Oh, kick partially blocked by Barzola, but
that was blocked. Cleanly blocked.
Right hand by Magomedov just misses with the left. Right hand, right uppercut left from Barzola.
Just right off the end of it. It's all about finding that correct range.
And Magomedov says, hey, the right uppercut's been landing for Barzola. I'll try one. His didn't land. And Barzola changing levels momentarily. Again, they clinch before they break.
Boy, both of these guys are
incredible pace.
This pace is amazing.
Half a minute remaining. Jumping knee by Magomedov plumbed for the double collar tie in wrestling, and again changing levels Barzola, but the defense of Magomedov on display. Barzola now 5 of 9 in the takedown department, and just terrific stuff through 3 rounds.
Stop, clean break.
Hotly contested affair through 15 minutes. And now we enter those rounds that test your championship mettle.
Yes, they do. I'll tell you what, for all the shots thrown and all the shots landed, both guys actually look really good. Not a real mark on either one of them as far as you look and go, that's a lot of damage.
Front kick by Barzola, pawing with the jab, lands the jab. And then changes levels again, but Magomedov able to stop the takedown, and Barzola putting, well, using up some of that huge gas tank that he's known for and looking for the takedown. And on our unofficial scorecard, Big John has Barzola up 29-28 after giving him the last round, as close as it gets.
Very close. Both guys having their moments.
Pummeling by Magomedov, and they break, and Magomedov with the right uppercut to the, well, he wanted to go to the body, but Barzola mentioned that you hit my forearm. So, that's close. Sing that close indeed, Enrique Barzola. And there's a right hand that lands for Barzola upstairs, the jab, and he continues to hunt for the takedown. And instead it's Magomedov jumping into the guillotine choke.
That's tight. That is tight. Got his legs engaging that. There it is.
And Magomedov has just become the first fighter to finish Enrique Barzola. He does it via guillotine choke in the 4th round. It will be Magomedov meeting Patchy Mix in the semifinals of the Bantamweight World Grand Prix. Magomedov overcome. What a performance tonight. What a finish.
Ladies and gentlemen, the guillotine brings on the tap. Officially 1 minute 27 seconds into round number 4 by submission. He advances to the semi-final round of the $1 million Bantamweight World Grand Prix. Magomed Magomedov.
Sadibou is 36 years of age. Magomedkerimov is 33. Sadibou is 6'3", 2 inches taller than Maga. Both men weighed in at the 170-pound limit, and you can see the height translates to a massive reach advantage for Sadibou. A full 7 inches on the arms and 5 on the leg.
On my cue.
Sadibou in the blue, Magomedkerimov in the gray. Touch of the gloves and a brief embrace. The beginning of 5 potential 5-minute rounds. Sadibou in the southpaw stance.
Magomed trying to use that lead leg as a means to try to get to that clinch position. Now bringing that pressure.
Magomed getting aggressive early here. Jason Jackson, the Bellator welterweight champion, newly minted, looking on with great interest. PFL purchased Bellator and promised us a champions versus champions card in 2024. Randy, a lot of people think this is where the fight will be decided. Can Magomedkerimov out-wrestle Sadibou? Can he get him down to the ground and keep him there? Because that's how you keep yourself out of danger against Sadibou.
Yeah, interesting. Magomed looking to do some twisting. He's got that deep underhook. He's hanging his head a little bit on that side. Either a slide by or a foot sweep here, a twisting body lock is what I think he's going to try and set up.
Yeah, Sadibou's not allowing Magomed to get an angle on him. He's not allowing him to control those hips. Staying nice and comfortable there.
He's the taller, longer fighter. That gives him a slight advantage from that chest-to-chest position.
Okay, let's work.
Body lock here. There's the step around.
There's the angle.
There's the takedown.
Good patience from Magomed there. Sadibou not in a great spot here at all. Magomed trying to take the bag.
Sadibou recognizing where he's at. Doing a good job of not letting Magomed get an anchor. Magomed trying to get one anchor in now, but Sadibou gets to his feet.
Great job by Sadibou
Nice
to get back
hand
to
fighting,
his feet.
beautiful underhook.
That was beautiful.
Not easy to do against a grappler like Magomedkerimov, but halfway through round number one, Sadibou back to his feet.
And here's where Magomed needs to be careful. These knees from the taller athlete, he can dig these right in.
Yeah, this is where Sadibou really should kind of disengage. He's got that arm on the inside of the forearm of Magomed with his left arm. Just try to create space and reset.
Another attempt at the hip toss. Gets the trip. Scrambled by Sadibou. Nice job.
Landed a nice left hand as he was getting up as well. That surprised Magomedkerimov.
You can see the contrasting styles here. Magomed jittery and always bouncing, always moving on his feet. Sadibou with his measured approach. Doesn't mind being flat-footed temporarily.
Nice long left by Sadibou.
Magomed has to watch out for both of those lower limbs. Sadibou will throw the high kicks, the knees. He'll beat up the leg. Very comfortable kicking. But will he be so comfortable kicking against someone with the wrestling of Magomedkerimov?
That's a great question, Sean. And anytime you're posted on one leg, you're throwing a kick, you're vulnerable. It's tough to sprawl, tough to counter those takedowns. So Sadibou's got to be selective at bringing those feet up.
That stomping kick to the lead leg is a weapon that Magomed likes to use. And I think he likes to use it because it's him in the
big right hand.
Huge right hand. And then he tries it again and again. And now Sadibou has to change levels and grab chest to chest.
Yeah, and it's a good weapon to use, especially against someone who's as long as Sadibou there.
It's a little sabat kick he throws, trying to catch that shin or knee of Sadibou.
And that's what makes Magomedkerimov such a threat, is that you don't have to just worry about his wrestling. You got to watch out for his striking as well.
Sadibou, 2022 champ in the blue trunks and the southpaw stance. Magomedkerimov, 2018 welterweight champ in the gray. Sweden versus Dagestan. Oh, nasty. That stomping kick took the balance out from under Sadibou.
Sadibou scrambled well, got right back to his feet before Magomed could cover him.
Jam that knee up briefly. Hopefully there's no damage to that leg.
Dan Hardy, we're 6 minutes in. What do you think?
I think that was an important first round for Sadibou. I think he proved to Magomedkerimov that he has improved his game. His sub-defense is there, his scrambling is there, and his takedown defense, of course, is far more measured this time around. I think the longer this fight goes, beautiful, but straight back to his feet, look at that. I think the longer this fight goes, the more Sadibou is going to relax and the more discouraged Magomedkerimov is going to get. Getting him down to the floor and working submissions has got to be a key for Magomedkerimov, but he can't shy away from his striking.
It's a nice twisting body lock attempt by Magomedkerimov. The second Sadibou's knees touched the ground, he popped right back to his feet.
Yeah, I don't think Maga's liking those knees down the middle from Sadibou.
Again, the twisting body lock. Sadibou gets it. He scrambles right away, creates distance. Oh. Nice knee up the middle by Sadibou.
Beautiful straight right to the body from Maga. Now Sadibou attacking his body with the kicks. Keep it clean. Maga catches the leg, uses it for the takedown.
Sadibou right back to his feet, not willing to concede anything.
Yeah, this is going to be a big confidence builder for Sadibou.
Nice job getting inside, getting an underhook, and getting back chest to chest.
We have seen Magomed get tired in the past, and this is going to be frustrating for him. Getting close to a lot of takedowns, having your opponent get right back to his feet.
That's all work, that's all energy. Spend a lot of energy to take a guy down. To have him pop right back up can be just as demoralizing as being put back on the deck.
Absolutely.
And we've seen how patient Sadibou can be. Even with that spinning wheel kick, he set it up, he tried it a couple of times, he didn't rush anything, and then finally dialed it in. Ian Parker, how did you bet this fight?
Sean, I actually took Magomedkerimov the money line. He was minus 190 to start. The odds are now as high as minus 270 in his favor. You know, I know everyone's talking about Sadibou's improved takedown defense, but Magomedkerimov is the one landing the more powerful shots. I think that's going to give him confidence with the striking, which will then open up his takedowns. I think this fight's going to go very deep, very far, but once that fight gets to the floor later on, that's where he might take over. Right now, I have him up, if the round ends now, up 2-0.
Thank you, Ian Parker. 1 minute left in this second round of Welterweight World Championship. $1 million and the strap on the line. Maga tries to catch another kick.
Maga continues to look for that left hook. Sadibou circling right into it. But I agree with Ian. I think Maga's landing the harder shots. Sadibou doing a great job of stopping the takedowns or getting back to his feet, but he's got to do more. He needs to start to get some more power onto his shots as we move into the later rounds.
Well, you hear top-level fighters who train with Sadibou talk about how good he is at making reads and solving puzzles. And the best way to keep him out of that mode is to make him defensive, to kick his legs, to punch him in the face, to attack the body. Fighters, fight! Sadibou now in the orthodox stance to start the round. He will switch frequently. Two welterweight champions here in the PFL. Oh! A little hesitation. He brought the leg up and then he whipped out the extension. Maga catches a kick again. Rushes in after it.
Sadibou starting to get more aggressive here.
He's got to get some offense.
Yes.
Defense is its own merit. It's its own reward. You got to defend it until the fight's over. But he's got to get some offense going. He's got to score. We're in the third round here.
Oh, that hurt his body, looked like.
Straight right to the body. That's Sadibou back up. And now look at this. You don't see it. Oh, there's a guillotine attempt.
He's got a good one, too.
It's tight. It's very tight.
Very tight attempt here from Magomed. There's a tap! Maga millions! Submission victory in round 3. Andy Shepard makes it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jiren Valev calls a halt to the action at 1 minute and 17 seconds of round number 3. Declaring your winner via physical tap out to a guillotine and 2023 PFL welterweight world champion, Magomedkerimov.
Time now for a main event tale of the tape. Brought to you by that prize guy, Usman Nurmagomedov, 26 years of age, Paul Hughes, 28. Usman is 2 inches taller and has a 2-inch reach advantage as a result.
All right, Joe, we've been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves now if you want. The sound of the bell, come on out. Handle your business. Let's go.
He knows he's been taught really well, I believe. You just got to stay him on top.
Paul Hughes in the black trunks, Usman Nurmagomedov in the white. 155-pound world championship slated for 5 5-minute rounds if necessary.
All right,
Mike Beltran to oversee it.
Ready to fight. Ready to fight. Let's go.
Southpaw stands for Usman.
That's it.
I wonder if Usman's going to use a bit of time to just try and read Paul a little bit. Try and figure out if there's anything that he didn't see in his research. I wonder how many of his fights he actually watched. How many did he sit through and study? Because he might still be an unknown commodity in front of him, Paul Hughes, right now.
Magomedov starting early with some searching kicks, just flicking that leg out. There's another.
Just testing the range with that long leg.
And that is where the differences become very evident between Usman Nurmagomedov and even the legends like Khabib and one of his other training partners, the UFC champion, Islam Makhachev. This guy, much more dexterous in the striking game, much quicker.
Very much like his brother. You know, Umar is very loose and flexible with his legs as well. They tend to pick with their legs like a lot of the other fighters use their lead hand. This is why Paul's got to get inside this kicking range. It's a real challenge because he can use so many different kicks to keep that distance.
Already several stance switches for Usman Nurmagomedov in the early goings of this fight.
That's it. Keep that distance.
Very technical start here.
There you go. Keep that distance.
Khabib in the corner of his cousin.
Keep carrying that calf. There you go. Take. There you go.
Jab misses. More work on the legs. Laser right hand from Usman Nurmagomedov.
Very calm, technical. This is nice side kick to the midsection. One of the best weapons that Usman's got.
Followed it up with the inside leg kick. There's the speed again, displayed on the jab.
Distance. There you go.
A lot more respect from Usman than I was expecting in this first round. I thought he was going to come out and really be a bully. Maybe he's trying to figure out why Paul Hughes is so confident. Nice jab.
I want that distance. Beautiful.
So sharp, that is. No wind up on it or anything. Just pops it on the chin of his opponent.
That's what I want to see. 2 minutes. Turn.
Often happens in the open stances. The inside leg kick can come up a little high.
Distance is the only way. You can't do shit with us. When he wants to get the takedown, let's get the takedown. Let's take on the kick.
Paul wants to go.
Beautiful. He's doing beautiful. Stay at the distance. Keep that kicking going. That calf kick's good.
Nice.
Paul opening up. Three-piece combination. Nurmagomedov was able to move outside the range of the end.
Look at the redness on the inside of the lead leg of Paul Hughes from those slicing kicks.
And on the midsection as well.
Oh!
Hughes catches an advancing Nurmagomedov.
There you go.
And unfortunately for Paul, he's got that skin complexion that shows every single bit of contact that he gets from the toes of Nurmagomedov.
There you go. There you go.
Nice lead hook kick. Don't see those very often in mixed martial arts. I'm enjoying this feeling out process. We've got just over a minute left in the first round. Oh no, groin kick each.
Hughes tried the push kick at the same time that Usman was advancing. Below the belt.
Go ahead, brother. Good time there, man.
He's good to go.
Ready to go? You ready to go? Hey, both of you guys, hey. Pick it up, right? Let's go, fight!
Distance.
Goes to that front kick again. Paul's looking for that check left hook. He's got a very, very powerful left hook. Now we've seen him come off a kick to a left hook. We've seen him come off a cross to the body to a left hook now.
Stabbing front kick from Usman. Hughes is going to have to be very careful about kicking himself off balance with the speed of Usman.
30 seconds. Keep that distance.
Javi Mendez calling for Usman Nurmagomedov to keep the distance. He is the longer fighter.
Both these guys are just moving so well. The long-range game of Usman is really incredible to watch. He just picks and pokes at people.
Keep that distance.
Keeps them right on the end of his toes.
Oh, hey!
They're working that body shot, aren't they, both of them? Usman's working it with his toes, and Paul's working it with that dig from an incredible amount, especially if you take into account the amount of times that Javier Mendez has been in a championship corner and a championship training camp.
I mean, you think of Cain Velasquez and Daniel Cormier and Khabib and Luke Rockhold, and the list continues to go. Good jab there from Paul Hughes.
There you go.
Side kick again from Usman. Tries it now to the face.
There you go. I want that continuing.
Now, Usman did say that he was going to try and get the finish in this round.
Stay on that movement. Stay on that movement.
A switch kick there for Paul Hughes, off balance Usman Nurmagomedov. Big swing and a miss. Usman down on the leg. Hughes, great job shrugging it off.
Stay on the movement. Stay on
Two confidence-building moments for Paul Hughes, the Irishman.
Shifts the dynamics slightly.
Well, we saw that exact thing start to change the AJ McKee fight. Paul Hughes, can he plant seeds of doubt in the unflappable Usman Nurmagomedov?
Good pressure and defense so far. Nice low kick as well.
There's a look at that corner I was referencing. Khabib Nurmagomedov in the foreground.
Keep that distance.
Makhachev in the background. It's quite a corner when Islam's not even really allowed to speak. He's the third. Good work again by Hughes. For now, Usman continues to pursue this pressure.
Goes for a trip. Paul keeps his hips away. Really good movement so far.
Ripping to the body is Paul Hughes, attacking that liver with the left hook. Knee on the inside from Usman Nurmagomedov.
Punch your way in. Perfect. That's your position.
Go.
Nice. There you go.
Usman now digging to the body.
There you go.
Knees and punches.
These are powerful knees as well. He's pulling himself into that knee with the underhook. Oh, and an elbow on the break.
Looked like he was able to avoid the brunt of that.
Some deep breaths from Usman.
Sharp inside kick. Next one is checked.
Yeah. Oh, and another level change, and Paul defends it. Dig shots to the body. Interesting.
I love the counter Paul Hughes uses to that clinch. Dennis Seaver used to do that. Just flail and punch your way out of it. There's the blue corner of Paul Hughes.
Oh, they were the best punches landed so far, certainly from Usman. Paul just seems unfazed, though. It's almost like he's going to allow Usman to work for these first couple of rounds and see what he can pick. Because he said he needs to pressure him to find those holes in his game. There are no holes in the games of these fighters at this level. Oh, nice work with the knee.
Beautiful timing on the knee. Attacking that rib. Another jab to the body from Hughes. Starting to really invest in that work.
And the calf is damaged.
Redness on the calf of Usman Nurmagomedov.
And that's not only going to take away the movement, but it's also going to take away the level changing, the drive on the takedowns. Oh!
The knee almost got to the chin of Paul Hughes.
Very close.
He threw a right hand over the top and then rips a 2-3 to the body.
Loving that.
Loves that clinch.
Yeah, he loves that tie clinch. He's not really landed a great deal of clean knees from it, though. Paul's dropping his level and, as you said, throwing those punches. Reminds me of Vanderlei Silva Guy Mezger as well. Ignore the tie clinch, just punch him with both free hands. And again with the calf.
Now Usman trying to invest in some combinations and a big, deep breath.
That leg is hurt. My goodness, that lead leg of Usman is really damaged. Look, he's struggling to step onto it.
Starting to affect the footing. We'll see if the Hughes corner recognizes it.
And the hands are starting to come down as well. The longer this fight goes, though, the more that calf is going to start to feel heavy for Usman.
Both men had some moments in round number 2 as we start the third frame. Sean O'Connell and Dan Hardy cage side at Coca-Cola Arena in Dubai, sold out in a world championship bout at 155 pounds between Paul Hughes in the black trunks and Usman Nurmagomedov in the white.
Now we're watching for the calf kicks from Paul Hughes and the body punches. From the Magomedov, I'm watching the clinch work, that tie clinch where he's trying to drag Paul's head down onto a knee.
I would add to it, Dan, that lead leg or even the rear leg potentially sneaking north because Hughes is starting to reach down to try and address the damage on his legs. Don't be surprised if Usman Nurmagomedov feints a low kick and brings it up high instead. Dan Hardy, how many people in this building are surprised by how well Paul Hughes is doing right now?
I think even the fans that came here to support him are impressed at what he's doing right now. They must have known that he was up against it. The odds were heavily in Usman's favor, as they should be with the record that he has. Oh, and again with that hook to the body.
Hughes is so good at changing the angles on punches to adjust to his body position and the position of his opponent. Good level change there. How did he stay upright with the speed of that level change and takedown attempt? The fact that Paul Hughes is still on his feet is a real testament to the work he's done.
Really amazing. He moves like a cat.
Magomedov, though, so fast. And they're, like you said, they're just not holes in the game. There's not a weakness to exploit.
No holes and no seams either. You know, how he goes from striking to level change and then back again is... Now, these are deep breaths for Usman. I think Paul Hughes is going to want to go straight away just to keep the pressure on. Keep the pace going. He doesn't want to break, yeah. Heard it from the corner.
I think that's smart. Strategically, you want to see if you can sap the gas tank as you continue to attack the calves.
And he's not even fully committing to his punches as well. He's still testing Usman, it feels.
Well, the movement of Usman is still good enough to keep him out of range. If he overcommits, finds himself off balance, that's when the counter punches become dangerous. Incredible fight IQ for
Beautiful. Look at the... Oh, man. That was bad. I heard that one.
And it's hard to make the adjustment when Hughes is spinning and moving.
That's a bad one as well.
Incredibly unfortunate.
Yeah, it was entirely accidental. I mean, you know, it was as he was spinning, it was a very unfortunate. I mean, the benefit to Usman right now is that he is getting rest. The Hughes camp is saying that he's done this because he wants the rest. I don't think it was intentional, purely because of the speed of the exchange. But Paul's going to do everything he can to keep this fight moving.
Stay right there.
Point deduction.
There is the point deduction.
Wow.
Hey, keep it clean. You understand? Both of you. Keep it clean. Fight, let's go.
He said he didn't mean it. I agree he didn't mean it. But
I mean, you'd have to be an absolute sniper to be doing that deliberately on a spinning opponent.
100%.
And now's the takedown.
Oh!
Usman Nurmagomedov with the takedown. Can he stay on the back of Paul Hughes?
It's incredible to watch Usman go from a strike to a takedown and back to striking again. It really is so fluid, seamless. Incredible that Paul Hughes is keeping this fight moving. Most people would be stuck here.
The wrestling and re-wrestling of Usman, and now he goes around to that front headlock position. The speed is equally on display with the striking exchanges and the grappling. It's very impressive.
Very tricky. Oh, that was a good elbow. That's two good elbows from Usman. Paul seems unfazed, but he can't take too many of those. Even if it doesn't hurt him, it might cut him.
Good combination from Hughes. Jab and then a straight right to the body.
That was quite clear from the corner. Don't let him off the hook.
And that was a big energy expenditure from Usman Nurmagomedov on those takedown attempts. Of course, the same is true for Hughes to get back to his feet.
The interesting thing is, how those exchanges play out in the minds of both fighters. They both took a hit to their cardio, no doubt about it. But Paul felt success coming out of that exchange, whereas Usman maybe not. And that can make your lungs burn a little bit more than they actually are. This is good work by Paul Hughes in the clinch.
That rip to the body as Usman tries to push his head down where he can attack it with some knees. Beautiful work by Hughes. Now pressing Usman into the corner right in front of his coaches. Makhachev, Mendez, and of course Khabib Nurmagomedov. Another shot to the body from Hughes. And now the hook comes upstairs. The knee misses and is caught.
Oh, that was a good knee from Usman. Smile from Paul Hughes.
A big deep breath from both fighters in these final 10 seconds of round 3.
This is getting very interesting. Another good shot to the body from Hughes.
An uppercut to follow to the chin. And this into the championship rounds. 5 minutes in the fourth ahead. Usman Nurmagomedov in those white trunks defending his Bellator lightweight title. Paul Hughes, the challenger, accounting well for himself through the first 15 minutes.
Man, I already want to watch this fight back. These first 3 rounds have been fascinating. So technical on both sides. Really incredible mixed martial arts display that we've got in front of us right now. Credit to both of these guys. Nice lead hand to lead leg by Usman.
Dan, we haven't really addressed scoring. I don't know how I would be scoring this if my job were to judge. I'm glad that it is not, and I just get to sit here and talk about it.
Well, we also have to remember that there's a point being deducted off one of the rounds. I could certainly score a round for Paul here and there. I've not been scoring it myself because I've been so invested in the technicality of both of these guys, but you've got to be able to make an argument for Paul in some of these situations.
Good movement by Hughes to avoid that repeated jab from Usman Nurmagomedov.
Lovely control of the center as well.
There you go.
Mendez, Nurmagomedov, Makhachev all in the corner of Usman.
Lovely check hook. Usman digging to the body a little bit. Touches the lead leg, looks like he's feinting a takedown.
Just giving him something to look at.
Such a tricky game.
Switching stances back and forth is Usman. Hughes continues to stalk, cutting off the retreats.
That was a good uppercut. Expecting that level change from Usman now. He's got to be less predictable. He's going punch to level change, but he's doing it square in the pocket. And Paul's now finding him with that uppercut.
Side kick again to the midsection. Right hand snuck through there for Paul Hughes. Jab to the body, then to the chin.
That's a fast jab from Usman. Calf kick on the cross counter. Very smart the way that Paul was building his game. Uppercut lands again.
He missed the jab, but he landed the uppercut, and then he tries it again when Usman advances. Sharp inside leg kick from Usman. And a good jab behind it.
A wee bit more feet.
A wee bit more feet. Does he mean kicking or movement? Beautiful again, sniping with the cross. He's allowing Usman to go first, so he's countering. And I think at this point, Usman feels like he needs to go first because the fight might be slipping away from him a little bit.
Good check on the inside leg kick. And Usman taking some more deep breaths. And we might be seeing good body kick from Paul Hughes. We might be seeing evidence of that thing we talked about so many times during the earlier card. Paul Hughes in his confidence able to instill just a little bit of doubt. They both got an eye poke.
They both had a clash of heads there. I think Paul's bleeding. No, Paul's bleeding here. Paul's wiping the blood and calling him on. We're going to see a replay here. The Irish fans are on their feet. So as they step in here, oh yeah, a little clash of heads. I mean, Paul came off worse as far as a cut, but Usman's head twisted. You see how his head folded into his neck?
That's right, and where Paul's bleeding from, that's the hardest part of your head. Usman took that more on the temple, on the side of the head.
It looks like Paul came off worse, but Usman was actually rocked by that.
Right there. He has time. Hey, he has time. You understand? You stand right there. All right? Usman. Hey. Over here.
The gamesmanship from the Paul Hughes corner is downright hilarious. Appealing to Mike Beltran, no corner advice. And then as soon as he walks over to address Usman, he starts coaching his own guy.
They bring the doctor in to check on Usman. You've got to think, even if Usman can't continue, he's not going to want the fight to end like this, on these terms. This will be a moral victory for Paul Hughes, I think, especially because he's standing so proud with blood running down his face right now.
How much time we got?
Usman asking for more time, I think.
Less than 2 minutes? Okay. Knock it off, dude. Don't focus.
Look at the expression on Paul Hughes' face.
Yeah.
You have time. You have time.
I mean, the confidence of Paul is soaring right now. This is fascinating. I'm even looking around the arena and all the security guards that are supposed to be watching the fans, they keep looking over their shoulder, wondering what's going on. That's a look for Paul Hughes. Look at it.
Hughes imploring the crowd for a little bit of energy, a little noise. A sold-out Coca-Cola arena, happy to oblige.
All right, looks like we're going.
90 seconds left in the 4th round.
You've got to wonder how much the pressure of Paul Hughes standing there got Usman to get back into the fight as quickly as he has. You've also got to wonder how Usman's going to respond if he takes some more shots. Oh, left hook.
Hook snuck through. Good timing on the takedown from Usman.
Usman's got a minute to work here.
Hughes is playing to the crowd. He needs to fight with a minute left and a world champion on top of him.
Nice short elbow there from Usman. Palm across the mouth, drops the elbow. Lovely work, soaring across the face of Paul Hughes with that. Driving forward, trying to separate the guard. I don't think Paul's going to be too bothered about trying to scramble here. I mean, just over 30 seconds.
Dan, I'm surprised by it because these rounds are all very, very close, and he does not appear intent on even trying to get up, conserving the energy for a 5th round instead.
You've got to also wonder, though, I mean, we've not been scoring it, but you've got to wonder whether Paul's kind of keeping a track of this fight in his own head. He's got the point deduction, he's going to be confident and he's been landing good shots. He might feel like just burning this next 10 seconds here is fine to get him into the 5th round.
He has avoided most of the damage. Good elbow from Usman there as the round comes to a close. One more round from Dubai.
Back. All right, gentlemen, 5th and final round. Ready to fight? You ready to fight? Hammer, let's go.
Oh,
nice jab from Hughes. You got to have a lot of respect for the way that Usman Nurmagomedov timed that takedown, answered a high-pressure situation after the clash of heads. Hard to know who feels they've got momentum in this 5th round.
The color of the inside of Paul Hughes' leg matches the tape on Usman's gloves. It's insane, the redness.
In the next couple of days, it'll match the color of the tape on Hughes' glove.
Maybe even his shorts if he's unlucky. Oh, that was a long left hook.
Blocked by Usman Nurmagomedov.
It's amazing that Hughes has not responded to any of these inside low kicks. I mean, they can really destabilize someone's base, but Paul seems unfazed by it. Oh, lovely twist round to the back by Usman. That was very, very slick.
He was waiting for it, the commitment from Paul Hughes, so he could have a takedown opportunity. Good work by Hughes. Reaching back.
Solid knee to the thigh. Paul's going to spring back up in a minute, I think. But he can't take too many of these.
Cannot spend too much time here in a close fight. The Coca-Cola Arena crowd loving the work from Usman Nurmagomedov.
This is really solid work by Usman, softening the gluteus maximus up.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hughes back to his feet, turns.
His wrestling's been quite incredible, Paul, I'll be honest. I mean, most people get dominated by Usman, and Paul's at least maintained the competitiveness in these scrambles.
Usman remains one step ahead, though, even after the great scramble from Paul Hughes.
The wrestling is just so fluid, isn't it? I mean, it's just one to another to another. It never ends. Oh, lovely switch.
What a switch by Paul Hughes.
2 minutes left. All to play for. I don't think either of these guys can be confident that they can walk away with the belt.
Right hook. Right hook.
Jab from Usman. Habib up out of his seat, demanding his cousin put in the effort now to get this fight. Good head position here from Paul Hughes. Dan, it feels like every single exchange is so important. This fight has been razor thin margin.
I mean, we've got just over a minute left, and anything could happen that could change this fight entirely. Lovely underhook dig into head position. Nice knee to the inside from Usman. Takes a couple of body shots.
More body shots from Hughes. Overhand right out of that clinch work.
Lovely knee to the body there from Usman.
And now Hughes eats a right hand. A big moment, a knee from Usman. Hughes trying to find that uppercut that landed so many times. Inside of a minute now. Hughes behind his jab.
Can Paul make a statement at the end of this round? Ooh, that was a glancing left hook. Lovely
beautiful jab. Usman responds with one of his own. Right hand from Paul Hughes. And more work to the body. Hughes tries the leaping knee. Usman catches it. Can he complete this takedown and finish on top? Another switch from Paul Hughes. What timing! Ripping to the body and swinging away to the final bell. What a championship fight!
That was incredible. What a fight!
And after five-minute rounds, we head to the judges' scorecards for decision. Judge Hadi Ali scores 47-47. Judge Eric Colon scores 48-46. And Judge Sal DeMallo scores 48-46. And the winner by majority decision, still undefeated, Usman Nurmagomedov!
Great to see the respect. Now light the touch paper, guys. The fight of the night. Elite Warriors. The Bellator World Championship at welterweight at stake. Jason Jackson defending against Ramazan Kuramagomedov in the white trunks. He's the southpaw from Russia. Never tasted a loss. Doesn't know what it means. He's a winner and always has been. But Jackson is now in his prime and having the time of his life in the cage.
Jason Jackson, twitchy, edging forward, goes for the uppercut. Nice head position straight away. Let's see what Jason Jackson does with this clinch, whether he decides to engage or to break.
A lot of the takedown defense of Jason Jackson is based on his ability to dictate range. You're always a little too far out to get anything done. Kuramagomedov likes what we call a snatch single leg. He just reaches for it. He doesn't really commit much to his hips.
was a nice short elbow on the break there from Kuramagomedov. I think he realized he was going to lose the clinch and decided to see if he could land a shot.
That was really sharp. Found his timing quickly.
Yes.
And with the leg there.
Hard inside low kick as well. Jason Jackson lunges for the body shot again. Clinches almost in a defensive way to turn himself off and get back out to space, but you don't want to be back against the fence with Ramazan here.
There's a real confidence here from the Russian.
He's definitely pressing the action right now. Jason Jackson, I think, starting off a little tight. Needs to loosen up a little bit, let his combinations flow. That is what he's very, very good at. Stringing together combinations, varying his attacks up.
Here comes the takedown.
First real commitment to it.
He was expecting that, you can see. And he's taken down first time. First too easy down, it was very, very easy, that was. And he's got the leg bind, the old leg irons there. Trapped him.
Mermaid position, another thing they love to call it. Yeah, feet together, you see it, yep.
Not very glamorous to be a mermaid position.
Yeah, well, Khabib, of course, the master of this. Bring the legs together.
Yeah.
It's easy to kind of advance forward around the legs after that.
Absolutely. And a victim of Khabib in the corner as well with Michael Johnson, who very much felt this position and could coach his fighter through it based on experience.
The ease of that takedown is daunting, gentlemen. It was pretty quick and easy.
Yeah, and he's doing a good job of elevating these legs. He's binding the legs together, sitting across the shins, across the lower knees, which means that before Jason Jackson can do anything, he has to recover a leg. He can't get up without his legs. He's got to get them underneath him.
You got to turn your side to get your leg out, and that's where the danger is.
It's a really positive start, this, from Kuramagomedov. Confident from the opener.
And surely the feeling here for Kuramagomedov is, well, my game works against the champion as well, right? This is a realizing moment for him. He's realizing that the skills that have got him this far may potentially win him a belt.
Education to take him to the next level.
For sure. Jason Jackson clears his legs. You can see Kuramagomedov going straight away to rebind them again. Slides his left leg underneath. Shelves the legs.
Crowd can start booing. It's not going to bother the Russian fighter one little bit.
But what can Jackson do here? A minute 30 to go.
He's got to turn on his side to pull his leg out. As soon as you turn on your side, you can't defend that side, you get hit. That's the difficulty. And we've been saying it all night. You can't defend punches and establish better position in jiu-jitsu. It's very difficult to do.
Says you got to see this out.
Yeah, he's almost stuck here. Has to figure out what to do in the next minute 10. Because shuffling the hips, he's got to turn to his side just like that to do it, and that allows Kuramagomedov to punch or advance. Now the trade-off is Kuramagomedov can't do a whole lot of ground and pound from this position.
Connor with us all the way through. Great to see.
Another guy who knows Khabib pressure well.
Yeah, he does.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe you're going to see if Jason Jackson can figure this problem out. You know, a hardcore MMA fan, though, that's for sure. Nothing is more true about Conor McGregor, right?
Yeah, just loves it.
Yeah,
lives it, breathes it. Great to see him here.
And he took his time to go around the front and meet all the fans as well.
He's done all that. He's been absolutely brilliant around the cage. Shots you haven't seen at home, and you see some great ones too.
Dan, we said before this fight, man, oh, can you take him down and dominate like could everybody else?
Yeah.
So far in round number one, it looks like it.
Does this change Jason Jackson's game plan, though? Does he learn that he's got to stay off the fence in order to deal with these takedowns?
Well, he's dragged his way through. 10 seconds left of the first round, and it's Ramazan Kuramagomedov who's had it his way.
Okay, round two, gentlemen, let's go, fight.
Again, the respect there between the pair. Top quality.
So this is much better for Jason Jackson. If he's moving forward, then he's got all the space behind him to deal with the takedown. If he's trapped up against the fence, then he's got nowhere to go. Even if he takes a couple of shots like this, it makes more sense for him to be on the front foot and forcing Kuramagomedov to level change defensively. I go back to BJ Penn's Sean Shirt. Shirt was forced into a level change and went straight onto a near BJ Penn. I watched that again the other day. Great fight.
When you wave off your own fight, that's a successful fight from BJ, man.
Good shots to the body. Using his southpaw style well here, isn't he, Ramazan?
Very well. Hard to jab from that side, but line up very well for power punches. And
that's a good sprawl. But he's going to get, oh, nice work. I was expecting to get driven into the fence there, but Magomedov failed on it.
That's what you want to do. You want to extract a higher and higher toll of energy for the takedown. You're going to shoot. It's going to cost you a lot. Make your opponent think about it. Yeah.
You know, the other thing as well, Jimmy, sorry to cut you off, but in my keys to victory, I said uppercuts and knees. Not necessarily because they're his best weapons, but because they're a very good job of occupying that center channel where someone has to put their head when they're taking an opponent down. It's a good deterrent just to show the hips sometimes.
Remember Chuck Liddell would like load that uppercut, like, I was waiting for you. Go ahead and drop your head, I dare you. And it worked. An uppercut that misses will make you think twice about that takedown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's bring Big John in. How are you seeing it? It's an interesting one, isn't it?
It's a good fight right now. You got to look and say, obviously, Magomedov won the first round. He won it more with just cage control. There wasn't a lot of striking on either side, but Jason Jackson's doing a very nice job of circling his hips away from the cage, which is giving Kuramagomedov trouble in getting that second takedown.
Yeah, good shout there from Big John McCarthy. Really good shout. Especially this round, as Kuramagomedov has been shooting and level changing, we've seen Jason Jackson turning a corner with his takedown defense, so he's not backing up in a straight line. That's smart cage awareness, and that's where your experience comes into play.
Oh, nice. Low leg kick. It's another advantage of that southpaw stance. It can be hard to read that power shot. It's very quick.
Versatile as well, isn't it?
Yeah. And you're going after the inside of the leg, which is not as tough as the outside.
Jason Jackson's holding that right hand right close to his chin. Of course, that's a defensive thing, but it looks to me like it's cocked, like the hammer of a... Oh, here it is again. Tries for the head kick.
Yeah, tries the uppercut a couple of times, doesn't land, I think. The Russian here, but he's impressing me.
Stole his hair.
Oh. How often does that happen, Dan?
Not very.
Do you remember Paulie Malignaggi having his hair cut?
Yes.
In the corner because the braids got in the way and he couldn't see, and he all in between rounds it was all cut off.
I remember it well. I remember it well.
I don't know if we're going to see Jason Jackson cutting his dreads off between rounds.
On we go. Jackson, Kuramagomedov, and Conor McGregor. What else do you want? Bellator delivering.
And in this last year, Bellator's viewership's been growing since the acquisition of PFL. People are interested in the crossover of the rosters and fighters going into the regular season. And of course, we've got new champions as well. We've got the Champs v Champs cards going on.
More opportunities for the young fighters.
Absolutely. You know, Jason Jackson, if he defends his belt here, he knows he's got plenty more tests in front of him. Same with Kuramagomedov. If he wins the belt, there is so much more work to do to establish himself as a pay-per-view superstar in mixed martial arts. It's encouraging, right? You don't want to feel like you've already reached the end of your career at this stage. These guys need incentives.
Yeah, and whatever, oh, nice left hook. Whatever incentive Kuramagomedov needs, he's used it in the second half of this round. He's come on strong. He's been versatile with his attacks. I think he's kind of frozen Jason Jackson just a little bit. Kuramagomedov, a bit more unorthodox. Jackson's having trouble reading it.
Yeah, he's having trouble getting that jab going. Kuramagomedov on his feet, for me, is boxing really well.
Always hard to use the jab against an opposite stance.
Tries to check the inside low kick. Jason Jackson's going to be coming in with that right hand again in a minute. That's why Kuramagomedov circled away from it. There's the right hand. I like that searching right hook to the body that we've been seeing. That inside low kick is a problem for Jason Jackson.
The way he's mixing up the hands and legs as well. Brilliant.
Nice.
Kuramagomedov, who's got a tree cutting business back home, originally from Jamaica, now based in Florida. Incredible story. Tough rise to the top. Ramazan Kuramagomedov has been into MMA for many, many years. Won trophies since he was a teenager. And he said he will become a world champion tonight. So far, maybe so good.
That move to the close side that Jason Jackson did then, smart. Oh, we saw the elbow then. That was a a look of things to come if he steps into the line.
Kuramagomedov, the favorite now with the odds makers. Big John with you as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I got to go with Kuramagomedov. He inside leg kicks and his ability to control the position of their feet. He's giving Jason problems in the fact that Jason is allowing him to step outside of his foot. That's causing a problem for Jason. He's got to figure that out. I see he's trying to do it in this round. We'll see if it'll work.
Spot on, John. That southpaw style, the movement, the confidence, everything's with Kuramagomedov at the moment.
2 hard inside low kicks there as well. And that oblique kick, that little side kick to the thigh as well, just for variety.
When it comes to the style, Jason Jackson, really technical, but he can be a little too technical, a little too basic, right? Kuramagomedov does throw some interesting stuff with the lead and the rear legs. I see that stance switch, boom, right to the leg kick. Very versatile with his offense.
Yeah, Jason Jackson needs to address those low kicks because then, oh, that was a nice hook. They're starting to eat into that lead leg, and it's going to start to make him hesitant to move forward. Nice knee to the body.
He looks relaxed, he looks flowing and fluent. Kuramagomedov, Jackson tries to come back with a right hand. Isn't he just a bit static and a bit?
He's just too hesitant. I think he feels like anytime he pressures forward, he's either walking onto something or he's dealing with takedowns, like he is here. Look, as soon as he closes distance, the clinch is there. Now he's got to make the decision of whether he wants to stay in the clinch, whether he wants to try and hustle out, maybe eat an elbow on the way out. Look, you know, there's so many things he's being given to think about from Kuramagomedov, purely because Kuramagomedov's skill set is so broad and so deep. He's able to give him so many different looks and make him work.
Halfway through the 3rd round, 3rd of 5, remember. World Championship, the treasure. Which way's it going? Better work from Jackson, but here he comes again, Kuramagomedov.
Adam, I know you called a lot of boxing. Floyd Mayweather, Bernard Hopkins, fighters didn't throw against them. Their numbers went way down. Why? Every time I throw, I get hit. So against the technicians, you're like, oh, why aren't they pulling the trigger? Because there's a counter punch waiting for them every time. Kuramagomedov has done so well with that counter offense. So when you ask yourself at home, why isn't Jason throwing more? He's getting hit when he tries to throw. That makes you hesitate.
Hesitant, stuck in the mud. Jackson's got work to do here, surely. 145 of the 3rd. Switching stances, tries the uppercut.
And Jason's used to, in his last few fights, he's been so dominant, he's used to fighters having to come after him. Now he's in a situation where he has to make something happen with his long-range weapons, and that's difficult to do.
He's really struggling to get going in this round. I don't even think he knows what to open up with. Like, Magomedov is constantly in motion. He's switching his stance, attacking different targets.
You saw that reaching right hand, Dan. Off balance, reaching with it. Yeah.
Jimmy, Dan, you're the experts. But to me, it looks like he's in the flow. He's got a plan, and he's executing it.
Magomedov is winning right now, and he's cruising. And it's all on Jason Jackson. He's now the one that's really going to have to start putting it on his opponent, because this is last 45 seconds of the 3rd round. We're moving into the championship rounds after this. There are 2 rounds left to win. There's blood on the face of the champion, Jason Jackson, here. Now he's backed up against the fence.
Oh, big shots here from Kuramagomedov.
Oh, that was a good elbow.
Oh,
really good.
Cut over the eye.
Blood to the eye now. Kuramagomedov really mixing it up.
That's a bad spot. It's already running right into the eye.
Yeah, and you can see Jason Jackson pawing at it. That's what's going to get the referee's attention and force him to bring the doctor in.
I think this guy looks a star, Kuramagomedov.
I think you're very right, Adam.
Cruising.
He's a special fighter.
Look at that.
All right, let's go, fight.
2 rounds to go, and surely the Russian, the undefeated man from Dagestan, in a handy lead.
And the problem with these Russian-trained, I'm sorry, Dan, the problem with these Russian-trained fighters, they won't suddenly make a mistake. They won't suddenly overreach because they think they're ahead. They won't suddenly go for a stupid knockout technique. That's not what they tend to stay with the game plan.
Shot to the body from Jackson.
And you also won't know when they're tired or hurt as well. So
no idea.
You know, they're very, very stoic, difficult to understand, difficult to read. That was a nice lead hook, though, by Jason Jackson. Got the attention for a moment.
Dan, what would you have said in the corner to Jason?
Well, honestly, no, I think the corner team did a good job. Michael Johnson is like, it's time to go. You've got to go. Even McGregor on the other side with his Irish Forge stout in his hand, he's coaching Jason Jackson. The offensive wrestling might be a good idea.
Let's get over to Peter. Peter, what do you think?
Yeah, I had a good look at the corner of that cut. It's pretty nasty, right through his eyebrow. Dan is right, he's good at reading lips. That's exactly what Michael Johnson was saying. You got to do something dramatic in these 2 rounds. It feels like they feel he's 3 down and he needs a stoppage.
Thanks, Peter. I think that's the feeling from around the cage. Kuramagomedov has been excellent. Look at those odds as well. Everything's changed.
Now Jason Jackson with the leg bound as well, which is a good position for him to be in, but he's really going to have to make something happen. This is the problem now. He's in this position too late in a round fight.
I was about to say, yeah, it's great in round 1 when Kuramagomedov did it. Now you're behind that methodical grappling game. You're not going to catch Kuramagomedov on the ground more than likely. So you gotta swing for the home run. Unfortunately, this position's not going to do it for you.
You can see the odds have swayed in Kuramagomedov's favor.
And also, if you're in Jason Jackson's corner, one of the things you say is, hey, this guy's not rocking you with shots. He's not the hardest puncher in the world. You haven't been hurt. He's giving you his best shot. You're still okay. Be willing to get in there and trade.
A nice short punch there. I wonder if Jason Jackson was expecting to be able to you know, force Kuramagomedov to scramble and maybe expose his back here a little bit. Blood from the nose of Kuramagomedov, who does look like he's fading a little bit now. For the first time, I think, in his career, we've seen him taking a few deep breaths.
Well, it's unknown territory, isn't it? And up at this level for Kuramagomedov, who's been so good for the first 3.
How tight is he on this neck? Oh, it's just a loose grip.
He's in good position.
I wonder if Kuramagomedov's showing the respect that he needs.
This is more near side cradle, which isn't going to do anything from this position. Doesn't look like he's willing to commit to the guillotine right now. Now he's committed to it.
Oh, look at this.
Hips are in. This might be tight.
He's posturing in. He's driving in. It would be easier if Kuramagomedov was standing.
Smart enough to let go.
Man, Kuramagomedov looking bust up now.
Real change here. Jason Jackson in the 4th round.
Odds have dropped.
Well, they're changing all the time.
Oh.
Look at this from Jackson.
He needs to go to high elbow with this. He needs to bring that arm up above the shoulder.
But Adam, I know it looks good, but if this were that bad, Kuramagomedov would be defending.
Yeah.
Right? So what he's doing is he's saying, okay, go ahead, squeeze, waste all this energy and I'm fine. So the fact that he's not defending is an indicator that it's not as tight as it looks from here.
You know, and if nothing else, he's taking a round right now to have a breather, knowing full well that he's 1-3. Jose Aldo used to do this, as you'll remember.
All the time.
Pick a round, I'll take this one off.
Cage smarts.
Yes. And, you know, 5-round experience is not something that Kuramagomedov is. Oh, that was a lovely shot on the inside. But this might be a calculation that he came into a 5-round fight with. Tight on this neck, posture's broken.
But his energy must be lowering, he must be tiring, Kuramagomedov, after all the work he's done so far.
Jason Jackson going back to this guillotine position over and over. That's a fatiguing position to try to finish. Using your whole upper body, and this is the scramble, Dan, that you talked about that he wanted, and Kuramagomedov, good job getting back to guard.
5 minutes, a change. Jason Jackson.
Right.
5 quick minutes or 5 long minutes.
Depends on if you win or you lose. That totally defines how it feels. God, beautiful leg kick again.
Yeah, great start to this one for Kuramagomedov. Let's go over to John. Jason Jackson better in the 4th.
Absolutely. Jason Jackson wins that 4th round 10-9, but he's going to have to do something to get a finish or have a huge round here to hold on to his belt.
Thanks, John. Kuramagomedov could be just over 4 minutes away from the stream.
Oh, it's tight, but he's past the legs already.
Yep, not going to finish from here. No guard, no guillotine. That's the rule. Man. Legs aren't involved, it's not going to work.
Yeah, that could have been a miscalculation. He could have jumped on a guillotine that was too shallow, and now he's got to build himself back up. And Jason Jackson's in the same position that he was in the end of last round.
Yeah, but the question is that enough of a momentum swing? He can stay here, win at 10-9, and still lose his title on all of our scorecards.
Yeah, and interestingly, just going back to what Big John McCarthy said, if Jason Jackson's able to have a big round here and make it a 10-8, it's going to be a draw.
Going Darce. How much does he commit to it? That's the question.
Look at the odds shifting again. Magomedov's still a favorite, but not nearly as big of an odds as he was.
But he's shifting all the way through. That's what we want to see. Jackson Kuramagomedov, here at you at home. Where's your thinking? Referee looking down.
Jason Jackson, he's got this figure 4 position locked up, but he just doesn't like he's got it deep enough to really commit.
And
now he's gone to
the
opposite side.
He's got to roll through to make it work, and that's a commitment. He wants to get this work. That's we call a gator roll to his left side to tighten it up. And he bailed on it to the back.
Tries to circle. Can he clear that arm? Not quite. He's not quite there. He's still working for it, but Kuramagomedov.
Good hip movement from Kuramagomedov. Yeah.
Claws his way back into a front-facing position.
Desperately trying Jackson, isn't he? But Kuramagomedov got out of that. 2:35 left.
Half a round to go. Jason Jackson needs to get himself off the fence here. He needs some space. He can't get that left leg clear because there's no space to lift leg out of it. Now he's got clear.
Good hips from Jason Jackson, though.
If I was him, I would be looking to stuff and try and get back to my feet here. Because, especially in 2 minutes left in the round, he might be able to force Kuramagomedov to level change, and there's where the uppercuts and knees come back into play.
Hail Mary submissions, much harder to pull off than Hail Mary knockouts.
And the time is running out, guys. The clock is ticking, and Jackson's clinging on to his world title by his fingertips. Ramazan Kuramagomedov on the verge now.
Come on, work, guys, work. Try to keep busy.
Warning from the referee, 90 seconds left in this championship fight. Kuramagomedov hanging onto a leg. Jason Jackson defending the takedown, but exhausted.
Here's where it's an opportunity to stand up. Will he take it? No, he's staying on top. Once again, I think it's a round-winning strategy. It's not a fight-winning strategy.
Good shout, Jimmy.
But is that the problem?
That is
leaving it in the hands of the judges here. Unofficial, all of us.
I don't know as Jason Jackson will be confident that he won any of those first 3 rounds. To be focused on winning this round on points. He's going to need this finish. And his corner team are screaming at him.
40 seconds left. Bellator welterweight title fight. On their feet momentarily. Any late drama. Paul Hughes left it late in the second when he won.
That's it. Kuramagomedov's going to stay attached to him for the next 15 seconds now.
He's seen it out, hasn't he? Yep. Kuramagomedov. 10 seconds to go. Jason Jackson's title might be slipping away. Ramazan Kuramagomedov is going to survive.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance in tonight's world title fight, we'll go to your 3 judges at cage side. All 3 judges, Jacob Montalvo, Michael Bell, and Brian Miner, all see it exactly the same. 48-47 I'll have it for the winner by unanimous decision. And now the new Bellator welterweight world champion, Ramazan Kuramagomedov.
Here is our tale of the tape then. 10 years between them. Josh, take it away on that.
10 years young, but he also trained with his brother Zabit. And Zabit is one of the most phenomenal fighters ever in the world. And he comes from a great camp. He's trained with a lot of top-level competition. There's nothing that Niedzielski is going to bring to the table that he hasn't seen. So I'm excited to see this young man perform tonight.
So Magomedsharipov with that little smile on his face. Niedzielski will know how good he is. Niedzielski himself, very, very good. Great night on his Bellator debut in Paris against Pedro Carvalho. Good boxing work that won him that fight. He's going to need a bit more than that here against the richly talented Khasan Magomedkerimov, Josh.
Yeah, Khasan is just so explosive. He'll do things that you wouldn't normally think someone would do in a real fight. You might practice it in the practice room, but doing it in a live fight is just something that he's willing to try. It just comes second nature to him. He'll jump off the fence, or he'll do a rolling thunder kick. He'll do whatever it takes. He's very flashy, great side kicks. He mixes it up very well with his hands and his kicks, and he can wrestle and grapple.
Says that he's ready for anything stylistically. He always tells us not to blink, so go on. We're here, eyes wide open, waiting to see what you're going to do.
Snatch single, beautifully done. Pressing Niedzielski to the fence. Jockeying for that position, put his head right there inside the ear hole of Niedzielski. That's controlling him. When you move, I can feel you move. Now I know where you're going. And then he just stepped across the body, bounced him off the fence, and twisted him down. In that top position.
Watch the back of the head. Watch the shots. Watch the shot. Watch the back of that head. Don't do it again. He's holding your wrist. Keep going.
Really just jockeying for position right now. Look for him to try to posture up, lay down some heavy leather, and then maybe pop back down to control the position again. The guys that he trains with, I mean, Aljamain Sterling, he'll train with Magomed. They're out of the New Jersey area. They're training. Plus, when he trains back at home with his brother Zabit, I mean, he's got high-level training partners all across the board. He's only 22 years old, and you know, phenomenal fighter.
Strong man though, Niedzielski. Awkward as well. Inside, leg kick. Of course, he's a proud man. With a good record, with good wins. He won't want to just be the B-side here. He wants to come here and land shots like that.
That was a nice little switch stance. So he went to fake the kick, and then he brought it right back behind him, almost like a little bit of a Superman punch. Nicely done by Niedzielski. You saw Khasan just kind of give a little smirk, like, you got me.
About to comment on that he does have that sort of smile playing across his lips. It must be quite unnerving when you're fighting someone like that.
I always loved to smile when I was fighting. I enjoy what I do. You can tell that a lot of these fighters that are out here, like David Gallon, and he loves fighting. It's something we live for. You get out there, there's nothing that's going to compete with it.
He's looking to unload a big left hand there. Magomedkerimov looks like a man that's being presented with a puzzle here, and it's just trying to find a solution. There sneakily, Magomedsharipov.
A lot of it just looks so effortless. It's the way that they transition. You know, he missed his combination. He tried to get in on the double unders, couldn't get it. He kept his feet moving, driving into him, crushed the space, got the lock, crushed under the fence. Niedzielski did a great job of breaking away.
Seconds remain in this opening round. Niedzielski's done a pretty good job so far. He's in there with someone who's just outstanding.
A little thumbs up there to let the ref know, I'm good, don't stop this fight.
There it is again. Round number 2. Magomedkerimov and Piotr Niedzielski, the enigmatic man from Poland. Win against Carvalho, you know, they often say top-level sport. Of course, it's about ability and application and all of those things, but it's about decision-making. He made some really bad decisions against Smolin, and then Ivon Dui could easily, but he could certainly have won those fights. Wouldn't put it past him to put on a big display here. He's got so much ability. Magomedkerimov needs to be careful, certainly in terms of being active, as Josh was saying.
Yeah, and Niedzielski's just going to have a little bit more offense. He's waiting too much for Khasan to get off first. Nice spinning attack right there. You can see that Niedzielski's he's afraid to extend himself too much. He's afraid to pull the trigger first. He wants to be that counter puncher.
Ready to counter, but the problem he's got is that Magomedsharipov's got so many things in his toolbox. More offensive weapons.
Circled away from the kick, caught it so he didn't take all the damage and the punishment from the kick, and then swept the outside, the back leg out. Nicely done. Now he's on top of the guard. Now he's got to get busy though. That first round was close. I mean, I had it for Magomedkerimov, but it could have went either way.
There's a difference, as you often say, between working in that top position and just being in it. You can't just be in it.
No, you've got to be active. You've got to try to make it active there. So you could say, Niedzielski, look, he's going for the guillotine. He puts his arm over the head and looks like he's guillotine. The last round ended with Magomedkerimov in the guillotine position.
5 wins via guillotine. Niedzielski all night long against Smolin. He was looking for the guillotine and his arms tired, and it cost him.
Well, you see Niedzielski's corner yelling at him, elbow from the bottom, elbow from the bottom. They're imploring him to just be active.
So again, he's looking for that familiar position, Niedzielski.
You know what happens, right, is that guys that are normally physically strong, they normally have a really good army guillotine. Patricio Pitbull, his army guillotine is probably one of the best, if not the best in the game. They rely on it as if, like, how power punchers and boxers rely on their big power, and they just let rounds slip away, or they chase the knockout and never hit it sometimes. I see that with Niedzielski. He did that in one of his fights also, where he kept chasing the guillotine, kept chasing it, and it was never there. So he's got to be cautious and careful of that, of giving up minutes and rounds, potentially losing the fight because of that.
On that subject, though, I tell Roman Debian to keep chasing that right hand for a while.
Yes.
He's okay. He's okay right now.
What he does that's different, though, is he follows up. He doesn't just throw the 1, maybe the 2. He throws 1 and then 2 and 3 and 4. And one of them, if it lands, puts you out. Nice pass into the top position.
Really smart from Magomedkerimov.
Oh, he's in that side choke position there. He's got to get his body flat, head closer. Now he wants to put the crown of his head to the crown of Niedzielski's, and that'll make it tight.
Look how quickly he's got himself into this position.
Look for him. If Niedzielski rolls towards his left, look for Khasan. Oh, he looks like he's got the time. Taps!
Magomedkerimov gets it done. He's just Quicksilver.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage, the tap comes by way of an arm triangle. Official time, 3 minutes, 58 seconds into round number 2 for the winner by submission, Khasan Magomedsharipov.
It's Nurmagomedov and Howard going toe-to-toe as we take a look at the tail of the tape. 26, 5'11", 171, and a 73-inch reach, as opposed to 33, 5'7", 17, and 71-inch reach for John Howard as we send it inside the cage and Jasakuro. So here we go in the welterweight division. This one's scheduled for 3 rounds. And again, we see another one of the fighters in the World Series of Fighting coming by way of Russia and Dagestan region. Proficient in Sambo, but these fighters have been coming from that part of the world. Renzo Gracie have been so well developed, not only just with their Sambo and their Jiu-Jitsu, but their striking, their grappling.
They are very, very high-level wrestlers. You know, like the cream of the crop from Russia came from Dagestan.
Big overhand looping left, and Nurmagomedov goes back for seconds for John Howard. Wow, getting it inside quickly as Howard tries to fire off that right in retaliation. Howard landing that inside leg kick. With that big overhand left that Nurmagomedov is able to throw is pretty impressive. As we get our first clinch, and we'll see where this one goes. Not sure if either fighter wants to take this to the ground, but Nurmagomedov, you'd have to figure Renzo would have the better ground game in this one.
Yeah, for me, Howard is extremely well versed in Jiu-Jitsu too. His ground game is very efficient. Abubakar used a very efficient knee here when Howard was against the fence.
John Howard coming in with an impressive record of 24-12, 9 KOs, 6 subs, so he has some knockout power in those fists. What's interesting of note of John Howard is that he is autistic and has talked about that extensively, and here he is in a big battle right now with Nurmagomedov in round number 1 as we go under 3 minutes to go. And John Howard out of Boston, Mass, looking strong with a very difficult opponent here early on as Nurmagomedov tries for the takedown, unable to get it.
Beautiful knee Howard lands as he's walking out. Very exciting fight.
It's amazing how close they're standing. I mean,
they're touching gloves.
I mean, they're almost right there. And I guess is that a mutual respect thing, or is that just?
Yeah, that's preparing the counter. Like as you, beautiful timing, beautiful takedown, perfectly timed.
Nurmagomedov getting the first takedown of the match. He has a 73-inch reach over Howard's 71, so that theory goes out the window, and this thing turns into a ground game now.
What makes them standing like that so close and waiting for the first one to, they realize the counters are, most of the knockouts came from counters. So they actually stand right next to each other waiting for the first one to throw so he can counter and try to reach a knockout as his opponent is leaning forward.
Don't use that head. Don't use that head.
And he's being warned as Nurmagomedov driving that head into the chin of John Howard.
Howard doing a good game in terms of defending. Abubakar trying to reach the half guard, driving the knee down and trying to pass. In order to keep Howard down, it's difficult for Abubakar to throw some leather at him because he needs to keep the pressure, which prevents him from posturing and throwing some strong punches down.
And if that name in the fight game sounds familiar, Nurmagomedov, his brother Habib, as you can see in the back of your top of your screen, working with his brother, he is a very accomplished fighter in his own right.
Extremely tough guy. I had the opportunity to roll with him a few days ago, and what a pleasure.
It really was a pleasure. It really was a pleasure.
It was. Every time I have a hard time.
You went easy on it.
When you are on this line of business, every time you have a hard time, you have a tough time, it's a pleasure.
Coming up on the final 30 seconds of this bout, scheduled for 3 rounds in the welterweight division of the World Series of Fighting. Close fight early on, but Nurmagomedov has certainly taken control of this one. Now working out of the closed guard of John Howard, who's on his back and looking for a way to score some points or get this fight back to its feet. We'll have the second round live when we return to Kansas City.
Let's go, get in the corner, in the corner, in the corner.
Back inside Kansas City's Municipal Auditorium. This is WSOF 33. Todd Harris, Renzo Gracie, Joey Varner with you on a beautiful Friday night here in Kansas City. Round number 2, Nurmagomedov and John Howard as we check in with Joey.
All right, Todd. Well, the advice on the Howard corner had nothing to do with wrestling. They told their fighter they wanted more fights, to set up straight punches down the middle, and don't forget to blast him with devastating leg kicks.
Speaking of kicks, a big one coming off the head of Nurmagomedov.
Extremely hard to defend the front kick when it comes. It comes with speed, thank God, not with a lot of power most of the time.
Great action taking place tonight. WSOF 33 from Kansas City's Municipal Auditorium. Todd Harris, Renzo Gracie, Joey Varner, glad to be with you on a Friday night as we are taking a look at a bout in the welterweight division with Abubakar, Nurmagomedov, and John Howard. First round, Renzo, if you had to give the fight to one of the fighters, who you handed it to?
Even though it would be a tough one to call, I really think Abubakar.
There you go.
Had the advantage on that one.
John Howard this time seems to be a little more aggressive, heeding the words as Joey Varner reported, trying to land some devastating leg kicks, and he gets a takedown of his own, but both fighters quickly back to their feet. Hear the corner of John Howard telling their fighter, make it a dogfight. And this time it's Howard trying to walk down Abubakar, and perfectly timed shot, unable to close the deal, and John Howard able to throw him off.
Howard is avoiding takedowns very efficiently, and as Abubakar moves back, he tries to counter.
Still impressed, Renzo, how close these guys are standing to each other. I mean,
amazing.
It's almost like they just missed out on it. You know, he has a 73-inch reach, not a 63.
Yeah, and you think about when Piotr was fighting, nobody ever got that close to him. He'll be lunging forward, throwing haymakers that if they land, the hair wouldn't grow back, you know?
Yep. You see Abubakar Nurmagomedov coming down the pipe with that straight shot, and now John Howard decides now's a good time, maybe have a little more head movement.
Abubakar is using a very efficient elbow every time Howard gets closer.
That shot attempt stuffed as well by John Howard, so doing a better job, and I don't think he wants any part of going to the ground with Nurmagomedov.
Nice 1-2 with the overhand left, going right on top and landing right behind Howard's ear.
He's just working the speed bag right now. Abubakar just pawing at it. Both fighters exchanging kicks here as we go under 2 minutes to go here in round number 2. This one's scheduled for 3. And since you had a chance to work out with Khabib Nurmagomedov the other day, how does his brother compare to him?
It's very tough. It's a very tough kid too. You know, it's for sure it's on the way to be a great champion on this sport. It's funny, like when they ask him how did he begin training MMA, he goes, "This is in my bloodline." That means fighting's on his family too.
Nurmagomedov certainly feeling it here as he's dancing around, comes in with a combination, misses that time with that big looping left hand, but the right jab has been working very consistently here in the second round. John Howard
showing that he's got a pretty tough chin. He comes in with a little right. He's in trouble.
He landed.
He is in trouble, and Abubakar
landed a very good shot. Very powerful right hand.
You saw it buckle the knees of John Howard, and he's now in recovery mode.
And Howard has a very tough jaw.
Yes, he does.
It was an elbow, huh? It was actually an elbow that landed. From what I could only see the hand coming in. I didn't see. And Howard is still putting the pressure. He's going to bring him down. Beautiful reverse.
So
Beautiful.
Taking that big shot, he gets a takedown of his own. Can't make it stick. And they're back to their feet. 15 seconds to go in round 2. And we will have a third and final round when we return to WSOF 33 live on NBCSN. As we get set for the third and final round, take a look at this elbow. Right there, you were right, Henzo. It was the right elbow of Nurmagomedov.
It really looked like it was a right hook, but in reality, it was a beautiful elbow. Very sharp and right on the spot.
Throw me a towel over here. Hey, sir, you right over there,
And our referee, Mike England, sees a spot that was in the Nurmagomedov corner.
You guys make sure you clean that water up. Back over here.
Towels that off.
Ready? Let's fight.
While we have a quick little break, we'll check in with Joey Varner.
All right, Todd. Well, Coach Javier Mendez kept the instructions simple for his fighter. He said, use your jab, keep him at range, pick him apart, and dominate this fight.
We'll see if he can do that here in the third and final round of this one. Better round for round 2, Henzo, would you agree, for John Howard? A little more offense on his side.
Definitely. He improved his game, and he was able to get some very good moments during the match, during that round.
Big moment of the match, though, so far, it's got to be that quick elbow that Abubakar threw. It looked like a hook, and he caught him with the elbow, putting John Howard to the ground. But Howard showing just how tough he is. Scrambles, gets a takedown right after that happened. So he finishes round 2 very strongly and comes out here now and connects with that quick right. I want to remind you, we've still got 3 more bouts to go after this one. It all culminates with our main event of the night as David Branch puts his light heavyweight belt on the line against Brazilian Vini Magalhães. But still business to take care of in this one in the welterweight division. Nurmagomedov with the single. Great sprawl defense by John Howard to stay on his feet.
He was able to get the takedown to bring him down. It's more like a dragging down.
Almost looked like John Howard almost didn't anticipate it and lost his balance and just went over backwards.
In reality, he locked Abubakar locked his hip and was able to drag him to the floor. Now he's in half guard. Howard is doing was doing before at least an efficient job in defending Abubakar from not passing there, but now I think with the tiredness and he's leaving very open his side for Abubakar to climb him up.
Keep working. There you go. That's it.
Give me some elbows too. See, look how far he is on half guard now. He's able to, if he wants to grab the head or to control the neck in order to pass the guard.
The voice you're hearing is Habib Nurmagomedov, the brother of Abubakar. Great UFC fighter in his own right, working his brother's corner, and he is constantly chattering away in Russian to his brother, telling him what he should be doing. John Howard's got less than 2 minutes to make something happen here, as Nurmagomedov really seems to be doing the better job here as the ground game slows way down. Final 90 seconds of this fight here in the welterweight division. Surprising there that Mike England had seen enough
Stay back, stay back.
I really think this was a little early to call, to bring that fight out.
It's got to be the benefit of John Howard, who was really not scoring any points, and now at least now he can let the hands go.
Don't grab his pants. There you go.
And again, Abubakar is behind Howard, trying to control his hip to do the same takedown again. Just drag him to the floor. Look, he's going to try to trap his leg. Howard did very efficiently to block this time.
Wow.
Ooh, he was looking at the camera.
Yeah, Nurmagomedov is looking up at the camera, looking up at the monitor, and John Howard takes that opportunity to fire off a big right, snapping the head back.
Good moment for Howard right now. He was staring at the camera.
Looking up at the big jumbotron to see how much time was left, and John Howard just popped him.
On perfect timing.
Tries to jump into a submission move and just unable to do that. And late in the fight, when the fighters are all sweaty, it's tough to get some grip.
Yeah, he went straight to the floor.
Might have been the last gasp for John Howard as we were under 10 seconds to go in the fight. But Nurmagomedov, I'm sure he'll go back to his corner and they'll say, listen, next time you want to know how much time is left, just ask us or we'll tell you. But don't stand and look up the big TV.
Judges Henry Gary and Brett Miller scored 29-28, and Ross Swanberg scores it 30-27, all for your winner by unanimous decision, Abubakar Nurmagomedov.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Francis Ngannou. Subscribe now.